A acai berry gelato, which is like, you know, very nice finished product. So this one here is really nice. This is that Cadillac Rainbow.
Nice color.
Oh yeah. So our trimmers are so experienced. These are our pre-roll material, and they hand trim all of our flower just to make pre-rolls.
Oh wow,
We can adjust our canopy height.
can you test?
We can ensure our PPFD is like perfect, so we can crop steer. All of these are hooked up to controllers. So we're Done Cannabis, at Done Cannabis, Instagram and Twitter and whatnot. So yeah, we have a micro cultivation facility in Abbotsford, BC. We also have a micro location in Langley, which we might be going to as well. And we have other processing locations in Langley, BC as well.
Okay.
Yeah, we grow the fire.
You grow fire?
We grow the fire, bro.
Yeah. What strain do you have at the moment here?
Cadillac Rainbow, a sticky cake, acai berry gelato, Grey Goose, Mac Donuts. What else we got going on? We got lots of great stuff. It's like
We featured his garden on Growing Exposed, and one of my more memorable, enjoyable moments was I took a kilo bag full of weed,
Remember that?
and I turned it upside down without him even knowing. Open. Not one nugget fell out.
I'd stick together. Huh?
It was completely stuck together. I knew that it would stick together.
Yeah.
I put it upside down completely and went like this, and not one nugget fell out.
Just the moisture pack fell out.
Just the moisture pack fell out.
Yeah. We've been growing for, 28, 29 years probably now, at least, I would say. And and obviously the legal market came into play. We were the first.
You were the first one of the first micros.
Yeah, one of the first micros in BC. And so we went into the legal market and just been doing great things ever since. It's been challenging. It's got lots of challenges. The market's like up and down, and the regulations don't always know what they're doing and stuff too. So as they learn what they should be, we learn what they should be, and we just find our happy place. And this particular location, we have no more than 7 people working. But when there's a trim day and stuff, we might have 15, 20 people doing the trim. Other locations got 10 over there. We've got 35 over in Langley. But we cut our plants, whole plant. We do our Health Canada regulation stuff, which is like we need to weigh our harvests and whatnot. We hang them on the dry racks, put them in our rooms, nice, cold, dry, dehumidified room, slow dry this thing as long as we can do it. Usually, 18, 21 days. And then we do hand trimming for everything, including our smalls, including our pre-roll material, we hand trim it all.
So what do we have?
Right? Under canopy lights, compliments of Green Planet. This is Cadillac Rainbow.
Oh, that's like,
This is Cadillac Rainbow cake.
well, it smells like fruits.
Yeah, it's very fruity, very fruity.
Yeah.
Really, really nice nose when it's finished,
Smells like baking. Fresh peach.
right?
Fresh peach cobbler.
But it's got a really beautiful finish at the end, right? So we use over canopy lights. We have Think Rose.
You are under canopy light. Feel any changes when you use it?
Massive change.
Massive
change, yeah.
So would you say that's a good thing to do? Like,
Very.
it's a lot of energy you use.
It's minimal. It's minimal. Like the under canopy LED lights, along with the over canopy LED lights, our power consumption is very low, right? Compared to like high pressure sodium and stuff like that. So the energy savings is huge. Then British Columbia also offers like additional energy saving programs, which are like making the power efficiency and the cost very much reduced.
Okay.
But we get a substantial yield increase with the under canopy lights, specifically the Faven light. It's really great. And the results are in the product, the results are in the potency, in the terpenes, and the yields, obviously.
Can you tell me about how much percent more yield you get with the under canopy?
Our first one, we got 32% more.
More.
Very first
The
one.
minimum I've ever heard is 20%.
Yeah.
The minimum. And I've been selling these things like hotcakes.
Yeah, they're great. They're
It
great.
has to be a certain light color, or it doesn't matter.
There's different light spectrums that are involved in it. Faben just has, I guess, their formulation of light spectrum. Plug and play is by far the best.
And there's certain ones that have super high wattage. 160, 220 watts, these like higher wattage, and it doesn't mean you get more yield.
Doesn't.
Faven is 120 watts. It's all you need.
It is. It is, yeah.
So not too much.
Not too much.
Very low.
It's a very low cost add-on. But you can listen, everything in this room is extremely high quality. It's got think roll lights above us. Look at the light canopy. The light canopy is perfectly level.
Oh wow,
We can adjust our canopy height.
you can adjust.
We can ensure our PPFD is like perfect, so we can crop steer. All of these are hooked up to controllers. A lot of times guys will like have a difficult time, raising and lowering their lights because they're on strings, they're on chains, you got to get a ladder and get up there. It's just made it really, really easy for our team. So we can focus on, making sure that we grow great
You've
product.
got another, what, 2 weeks, week and a half here?
No, this is still almost a month out.
A month out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and it's,
So this is going to stack
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
gonna-
So they
that.
still need 4 weeks.
4 more weeks.
Holy,
They look like they're getting close.
Yeah,
Cut them off straight.
We got a schedule, usually depends on the strain. We try to run full 9-week strains at this location. Obviously you want to have a sativa, it's going to take a little bit longer time. Some of these indicas finish a little sooner, but this hybrid sits around finished 9 weeks, and it usually gets us, we've done like the microscoping on the trichomes to make sure they're nice and cloudy, they're not breaking, they're not over breaking, they're not under breaking. So for this particular strain, we got a 9-week on it.
So is it for you, when they're cloudy, milky, that's the right time? If they're
It's
they're getting orange, it's too late. Right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So if they're orange, what happens is those are going to express so you're breaking a lot of potency away from your final CFA. Obviously, you're going to have a lot more terpene,
Higher CBN.
higher CBN. So it results like, it's very different for every strain, right? But for this particular one, if you get a nice like 20% break on it, it's like the sweet spot. So you still get a really nice potency. This guy comes in around 30% religiously, 29, 30%. And terpenes is like easily 4%. If we do that 24 hours before we take down, we'll cut the lights completely, but we'll do a dim on the lighting. So we'll just reduce the intensity of the light, both bottom and top, just to kind of like settle the plant. We drop the temperature, make it really, really cold, and expresses a lot more color to the plant because, it's autumn, it's dying and whatnot. That's a new strain. We just not overly loving it, but we do test out a lot of products that we grow before we actually grow them. So this one here just doesn't meet the mark. It's nice. It smokes great. Potency's good on it, but it just doesn't have like the pizzazz that we expect from ourselves when we deliver to market.
I mean,
I take this bag.
no, but in any market, that's a good looking, that's a good looking bag. Good bag appeal. But is it earth shattering?
It's not earth-shattering.
Exactly.
But it's so again, that's
Still
why
pretty.
we run phenos every single time.
Yeah,
Try
yeah.
to find out what's the best.
Hunting.
Whatever, it's a constant job, man. You always got to hunt, dig for gold.
Yeah, that's the truth.
There's 100 kilos going out tomorrow morning.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it sells.
You're talking about like it's
Ja, liebe Zuschauer, bevor es weitergeht, möchte ich euch noch darauf hinweisen, dass wir hier insgesamt 10 Episoden gedreht haben. Wir waren also in USA und in Kanada. Falls ihr die ganzen Episoden sehen wollt, unten in der Videobeschreibung findet ihr dann die Playlist, wo ihr dann alle Sendungen ganz entspannt anschauen könnt. Wir möchten uns auch noch bedanken bei den Unterstützern von diesem Kanal, und zwar wäre das einmal der Green Power Dünger, den ich jetzt zu Hause in meinem Garten schon seit 2 Jahren verwende. Unten in der Videobeschreibung findet ihr den Link, mit dem Code WDL-Rabatt auch noch 20% sparen könnt. Großes Dankeschön an Cannazen, die Plattform schlechthin. Schaut auf jeden Fall mal vorbei bei Cannazen. Unten im angepinnten angepinnten Kommentar findet ihr dann den Link, wo ihr dann zu Cannazen kommt. Und die haben sogar jetzt Gummibärchen, also es lohnt sich mal vorbeizuschauen. Und großes Dankeschön natürlich an Justin von Growing Expose, der uns hier die Kanada-Führungen möglich gemacht hat. Unten in der Videobeschreibung findet ihr auch den Link zu dem Kanal Growing Expose. Also wenn ihr Cannabis-Enthusiasten seid, schaut gerne mal bei Growing Expose vorbei. Und übrigens ist der Justin auch der Gründer von dem Green Planet Dünger, der eigentlich in Kanada in jeder Facility verwendet wird. Großes Dankeschön nochmal an euch alle und jetzt geht's weiter mit der Folge. Viel Spaß!
So you'll be able to see as we like dry these things, we cut them off the whole plant, put them directly on the racks and bring them into this room. And then we start doing temperature drops. So this one was harvested today. There's 2 different strains in here because we have 2 rooms that were harvested. This is a Cyberry Gelato, which is like, you know, very nice finished product. Super creamy smelling. Really great taste, awesome high, like awesome high. Give it a pinch.
This is your acai berry?
Yeah.
I mean, this has been a staple.
As we get like it dry
It's nice,
more.
it's a nice gassy.
Yeah, it's got a gassy,
got
fruity
beautiful
aroma
fruit,
to it. I
real
think
nice.
like the German market would love this. So they do a lot of buying from us already.
Yeah.
Like some McDonald's strains and stuff. But this particular one could really be like a staple over there because it's just.
I mean, it's been one of your flagships for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Well, I think everybody loves gas. I mean, you just can't get away with that, right?
Yeah.
But as like the Canadian market has developed more, gas is sort of a sideline product, and people are really just doing a lot of cool hybrids that just have the wow factor to them. You know, if there's a strain that comes out, it's like total cherry aroma, and it smokes incredible and gives you a nice oil ring. Potency's good on it. Terps and stuff like.
I love lemon. I love menthol.
Yeah.
Right. I like. I mean, but so much comes down to the cure, right? That when you smoke something that literally covers your mouth in smoke, it's creamy.
Yeah.
Put them here for 20 days or
Yeah, ideally 20 days, right?
20 days.
Just do a nice slow dry on it.
So what temperature you start and what humidity and how you go down?
So it's usually like 55, 55, 55, 60.
Yeah.
We do minor adjustments when temperature. So as you get kind of closer to the dry, the colder it is in your room, the less it's gonna dry out. So we might even like try and turn the temperature off, so it's like room temp. And as it kind of sits in here and sweat, we'll bounce back and forth to cooling again, and then make sure our dehumidification is still working properly, because a lot of times it doesn't work in super cold temperatures. So we're always making sure that that's still drawing, still pulling, and then we go straight to our trim and then into our cure drums before we back.
Let's see some nugget. Come on.
Come see this other strain while we're here though.
Yeah. I got smashed.
Got smashed. So this one here is really nice. This is that Cadillac Rainbow.
It's a nice color.
Oh yeah.
A lot of grass.
Check out that. Smell it. Give that one a squeeze.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Right?
There's licorice,
Yeah.
like anise,
Sweet.
sweet. It's a mixed bag. Eh?
Yeah, it's a mixed bag.
It's not, and that's something I love. I love when you can't pick up one identifiable thing.
Right?
That's a nice mixed bag. That's a nice. It's
Yeah.
a cornucopia of flavors.
So our cure drums are right here. After we finish our harvest and trim, they go into there. You'll see they have cure pucks on the top, and that just monitors it burps the.
Okay, what is this?
Can we grab it or not?
Sure, yeah. Might need to
what
take
is
one of those. This is 06, so this is Majestic, a new strain that we got.
Is this a Californian genetic?
This is an in-house strain that we.
Oh,
that
you
we
breeded it?
We bred this one.
You
Yeah.
bred it?
Yeah.
Okay. This one hurt 30.
This one hit 30. Yeah.
Man, that's a fucking dense nugget.
Right.
That's really dense.
Yeah. And
That's hard as shit. Dude, it is like, That's hard.
It's rock hard.
That's rock hard.
We grow the fire, bro.
No, it's rare that you actually get a nugget that doesn't like
Can I
squeeze.
take this? No? Okay. Wow.
Isn't that nice?
Wow. Smell this.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that nice?
You're really getting baked goods.
We are for sure getting baked goods out of that.
That's
It's like the holiday cultivar.
that. It really is. That tastes like grandma's shortbread.
Right? Yeah.
So can you tell me how long are you curing your meat and how do you start? So you get to trim.
Yeah.
After trim, you put it in this buckets here, huh?
We put them in there, right?
Yeah. How long do you put them here?
So it really depends. Like if you see like on the lid here, you'll have this cure puck. So Kieran designs a cure puck, and
We featured them on the last live we did.
oh, you did right on.
Oh,
yeah.
so
So that's
Full
It's
product,
inside
right?
there.
yeah. It's got a sensors and stuff on the inside. So
Yeah.
it's monitoring your moisture content,
Yeah.
and it's monitoring your temperature on the inside and whatnot, and then it'll take air out of the drum, and as it sweats out. You know what I mean? So if it's sweating out more and the humidity is going higher, it'll release it,
Okay.
and then it'll essentially like get to a graph.
It's an SOP for curing. It varies.
It varies, depends on the moisture content of
Yeah.
the product you're putting in, but you can get that to be flatlining in a week.
Yeah,
I would say.
Week,
So
2
you,
weeks
you
of it.
leave
Yeah.
them so long inside till the moisture level doesn't go up anymore, huh?
Yeah,
It
exactly.
stays-
Yeah, because what'll happen is the moisture level will go up and it'll release it, it'll come down.
Yeah.
And then naturally it'll go up again, and then it automatically releases it so it goes down. So when you first put it in there, you get this spike happening like this, but over time it flatlines because it's releasing less and less and less to the point where it's just, we get a message sent to us saying like,
It's ready.
this is ready. Yeah.
Okay.
What you want is you want to make sure that with a cure that it's about binding water, because cannabis needs to hold onto water but not have so much water in it that you have molds and pathogens.
Okay.
So if you ever smoke cannabis that's too dry, it's really hard on your throat.
Yes.
It's a negative experience. You've damaged a lot of the terpenes. You've gone too far and you can't rehydrate it.
Right.
So this is more about binding water that's within the flower itself, allowing the right amount to leave and maintaining the correct amount for the maximum freshness, purity, flavor, potency, everything.
So our trimmers are so experienced. These are our pre-roll material, and they hand trim all of our flour just to make pre-rolls. A lot of companies don't do that. They'll run it through machines. It'll stay really leafy and shaggy.
Okay.
And this is like just an
So
example.
the smaller butts you will use.
The small
for
butts.
pre-roll.
But we have people with scissors trimming that up, right? That's why it's so clean.
Beautiful.
You know.
It looks like out of a machine. Yeah, it looks a little bit like out of a machine.
It looks like it did go through a machine for sure.
Does it?
Yeah, it looks like.
Because it's perfectly trimmed small buds.
Exactly.
It's, yeah. And then our pre-roll.
What is this for spraying?
What's that?
What is this for spraying?
This is Grey Goose.
Grey goose,
Grey Goose, yeah.
like vodka.
Grey Goose like the vodka, the fine wine.
She's pretty.
Let's see.
The funny thing is, smalls typically in this market,
Yeah.
you don't go for a lot of money, but you're buying less lumber.
Way less.
With smalls.
I think it's way better.
It's crazy, way better value product.
Yeah, yeah.
And typically,
And it's less expensive.
it's way less expensive.
Yeah.
So I've always been like, this big nugget. I mean, behavior. It's great because it's like, oh my God, look at the size of that nugget.
Yeah.
It's more of an ego play. But if you're buying cannabis, you're buying cannabis without the stick, without the lumber, without the extra weight.
And when you mill that up to make your pre-roll,
Yeah.
you get less lumber in there,
Absolutely.
right? And then the ultimate result is it's just
Higher potency.
higher potency, better experience.
Yeah, totally.
That's the Cadillac Rainbow Smalls,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
that.
It really picks up the.
Isn't that a nice smell?
So good. like a chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate bar with the fruits inside.
Isn't that nice? Yeah, that's
Pretty.
wild. But the pre-rolls that thing's gonna make are just gin. They're just gin.
That makes me salivate, so I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I literally am salivating.
Look at that. That's just gonna make such good smoke.
The purple.
Yeah, this one goes. It's fancy, man. This is a great strain. It is
I want your hat.
1.26 kgs.
That's 1.26 kgs.
Yeah. It's good, man.
Beautiful looking gear.
We grow the fire.
So what? Actually, it's funny you mentioned the hat, right? This is a 2014 Cannabis Cup in San Francisco hat. So I got that a long time ago.
Live rosin cart.
I've tried these carts, by the way.
Really nice.
I
right?
bought them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're delicious.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
You'll try one of these at my house tonight. I have one at home.
So this is where all the genetics will be, right? Come on down. Come on down.
So your mother plants or?
Yeah, these are mum plants. So we'll take cuttings off of these, and then they'll go up on our shelf, and then they'll root in. So once they root in, these are for our locations. Get a nice
they're
root
ready.
base on it.
Ooh, they look good.
Ready to rock.
Wow.
So you plant them in.
I think the biggest I ever seen like this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice
Shit.
root base on everything.
They're ready to plant.
Yeah. So I think we did the harvest today. These
Yeah.
will be replacing that room.
Beautiful.
And then we have a bunch of different genetics in here that we use for our own sites, right?
Do you have some rare genetics here?
These are all rare. These are like
All rare?
Yeah. So we have genetics that we brought in from the call it legacy market.
Yeah.
We were you get a grant. It's called a 10-2, and you're allowed to bring in the genetics that you have into
one-time.
the one-time transition into the legal space. So we brought something like 330 different genetics in that we have in our library, and in this room here, there's probably a dozen of those, but they're all our genetics. No one else has them on the market.
So you breed them all yourself?
We have all ourselves, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're off, right? And we'll turn this on for a minute. This, yeah.
So what do we have here?
We have the fire, my friend.
This is
Grey Goose.
Wow, that smells so good.
Isn't that nice? Lights are out, but they're stacked, hey?
this looks good.
Yeah.
How you liking the video? Happy with it?
Yeah, very good. But all these rooms, like we got Canada dries from
Yeah.
Braun, and we had to redo all the rooms. We were given the lights because they were part of the purchase.
Yeah. How are the categorize working?
Oh, 50%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan,
What's going on here?
That's just like old power connection from the gray market stuff
Yeah,
that
like
we're
that.
trying to bypass. It's a venture.
Logan, where are we now here?
So we're at our other location, which is like 4 times the size of my location right now. This can produce about 150 to 200 kgs a month out of this location.
Substantial.
Kilograms.
Yeah. Kilograms, yeah.
Okay.
So we're treading on like finished goods, 2,400 kgs annually, and yeah.
One more question.
Yeah.
Is this here for recreation?
Yeah, this is definitely a recreation market for sure. Yeah.
Can you tell me what is the difference between growing in recreational and medical?
So the medical is not as monitored, right? A lot of the medical markets you're growing for yourself, and this particular market we grow for product that's going to go to major distribution, OCS, BCLDB, AGLC. So those products get to the retailers, where you walk into a dispensary, like a legal recreational dispensary, buy our products there. A good chunk of the time you'll buy our products.
And where do you get more money? From the medical, if you sell medical, or you sell?
So in the medical market, you're not supposed to sell it, right? I think that the medical market right now is super depressed.
Absolutely.
Prices are substantially down. In the legal market, you have a consistent amount that you can rely on a regular basis, every day of the year for the most part.
But-
We've had some price compression, but
That being said, a lot of people go to the dispensaries for their medical cannabis.
absolutely, yeah.
Right? So
'Cause it's easier.
well,
it's regulated.
And so in Canada, it's a two-tiered system. You can go to the store and buy rec cannabis for your medical ailment, or you can grow medically, or you can, as a adult, grow 4 plants of your own. Like Germany can grow 3. Every adult can grow.
But how much dry flower you can keep at home?
They don't have a cap on it. So I could have 10 pounds if I had 4 plants that yielded 10 pounds. I'm keeping all 10 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
No
it.
limitation. No
Yeah.
We have
limitation.
50 grams.
Right?
They have 50 grams they can
So
hold on to.
stupid.
Right?
Oh, and by the way, I can also go to the liquor store and buy 50 bottles of tequila if I want,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because that makes sense to me.
But
Yeah.
if you're in Canada and you go to the rec market, recreational dispensary, you can only purchase 30 grams at a time
Yeah.
In one shop.
in one shop. Or, I've heard people buy 30 grams, go out the door, come back in, buy 30 grams, go out the door.
That's
Sneaky.
working.
That's sneaky.
That's sneaky. But you could go to a bunch of different dispensaries and
Yeah.
there's nothing stopping you from
Okay.
doing that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
So-
you cannot buy 100 gram or something.
And there is no
30
maximum.
grams per transaction.
Yeah, there is no maximum limit
Okay.
that we can have. I think there's a maximum that you can be in possession of outside of your home,
Yeah.
but in your home, I don't think there's a maximum limit.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how is the flower? Are you? Is this only for the flower market or as well for washing and making?
We can sell to extract artists, and they can take our product, freeze dry it, wash it, do what they want with it. But primarily, our business is done for dried flower products. We sell dried flower.
And how much you get for a pound of fire stuff?
A fireweed,
Yeah.
a pound. Nowadays, it's kilos.
It's kilos.
Yeah, because
It's
I was
kilos in the
US,
legal.
so
No,
it
but
is-
it's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's
pounds.
kilos in the legal market. In the gray market, it's still pounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So-
you can get $2,500 a kilo in the legal market. So this is another room, same as those, different stage of flower. Hard to see, right?
And what do we have here?
That is
McDonald's.
McDonald's again.
A lot of crystal.
Right?
That's where the magic is. The magic is not in the leaves. It's all crystal. It's all those.
Interesting buds doctor as well.
Yeah. This is early.
How long they are in flower now?
That's probably 3 weeks.
3 weeks only.
Yeah, I think 2. I think this is 2 weeks. No, yeah, 2.5, probably 2 to 3 in that range.
There are already so much trichomes on them.
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh my god, that's really good cut.
yeah. So we'll pre-veg in here.
Yep.
So here's for the vegetative state and the mother plants, huh?
Yeah, you got it right here.
So
So
can you tell me how long they stay here and when do you put them into the big room?
they'll be in here for 2.5 weeks before they get transferred over to the main room. So these will get transferred tomorrow. They might stay in veg in that room for another day or two as we acclimate, and then they'll flip out. And then it just gets replanted and recirculated. Lots of different, these things are huge, eh?
Look at those calibers.
Well, we got the site not long ago, so it's just a matter of we're
Yeah.
spending a lot of time building
Instead of working on the plants. I
instead
get
of
it.
working on
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
plants, right? So yeah, a lot of times we'll
Something's got to give.
just got to keep we got to keep these things alive, hack them back,
I mean, they're
restart
healthy.
them. So in here they'll be here for 2.5, 3 weeks, and then in the main flower rooms they'll be in for
After 3 weeks you go to flower.
go to flower, yeah,
Transplant.
yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll have clones over there that'll get moved onto the table. They get transplanted like you see over here.
I mean, it's nice climate here. Feels good.
Yeah, the transplant sets here, and then when these get moved out tomorrow, these will get scattered out, get more space to grow, and then they'll constantly replace everything that's coming through. We have emitters, so self-feeding, these emitters will go into the pots and whatnot and irrigate.
Do you use Greenplanet?
Oh yeah,
Yeah?
all the time, man.
And do you like it?
It's the fire. That's how we grow the fire.
Yeah?
You got it.
Sick.
The plugs.
So here's the water we get brought in. You can hear it circulating, going through the, we treat it as well before it goes in, but we'll truck the water in. It'll come here, gets plumbed in, it gets pumped in from outside, goes into all of our main tanks, and then we just take that water, treat it with the nutrients that we want to treat it with, and it gets delivered to the room. Bubbled water, keep it nice and oxygenated. In here, trim all the flour up, separate it. That's just biomass that's...
That's trim, huh?
Yeah, it's just trim.
But you still can smoke this?
Oh, you can smoke the hell out of this.
So you wash this then, huh?
We make keef out of it.
You make keef out of it?
Yeah, make keef out of it, and then we do infused pre-rolls at our other location. So this is a harvest
Great
that just
color.
came in. That's all hung dried flour.
So what is this for strain?
This is sticky cake. You can tell just by looking at it.
Wow, that color is amazing.
Nice, right?
Yeah. It smells good too.
I like that Cadillac rainbow.
Right? I know, right? It's so good. It's super new too.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and get high.
Eh?
I'm gonna go home and get high.
Are you?
You should come by.
I wish. My mom's in my house.
What you doing?
She's coming to visit.
Oh,
Have dinner. So I was like, I gotta be home at 6.
you gotta be home now. You
Mom
gotta go.
says so.
You got 15 minutes to get home.
That's just enough time. Look at that.
That's chunk. Turn around, Mark. Look at the size of that chunk. That's pretty.
Und ich möchte auch noch mich recht herzlich bedanken bei euch Zuschauern da draußen, dass ihr hier bis zum Schluss dran geblieben seid und mich hier unterstützt, indem ihr dieses Video anschaut. Falls euch das Video gefallen hat, lasst uns gerne ein Like da oder ein Abo. Und wir sehen uns dann wieder nächsten Sonntag beim nächsten Content. Nicht vergessen, never stop growing. Wir sehen uns, euer Mark von Wheatland.